Previously on the Resurrection series, after a disappointing finish in the Dallas event, Tampa Bay Damage headed into the first NXL event of the season looking to redeem themselves. They managed to make it out of the prelims as the number one seed in their bracket, but then lost a close match to Edmonton Impact in the quarterfinals. They may not have won the event, but they learned more about how to manage themselves and the steps they need to take moving forward.
It was just devastating. We didn't think we were going to be able to play this year. And out of hundreds of messages, one stood out from Virtue. And he just said, let's see if we can make something happen.
Last event in Ohio, we got to the field and, we're taking our guns, just getting ready to go over and walk the field. And as we get over to the field, we noticed that all the pro teams are practicing on the field that we're actually playing at the tournament. So we were like, whoa, guess we were left out on that. We didn't get that memo. So that's something we definitely wanted to change for this event, is to get here early on Thursday rather than Thursday night. Make sure everything's working properly, the paint's shooting good, and get a little extra practice time.
We had 2 half-hour sessions of practice against Revo. The first half-hour practice was a little crazy just because Holiday missed his flight, and by the time we got him and got to the field, we actually played 3 points with 4 bodies. So by the time Jacob, myself, Holiday, Silos all got to the field and suited up, we were already 3 points behind. For instance, I know I didn't even put on the right pair of socks, knee pads, anything. We just started playing right away.
I gotta still shoot that way, yeah, because no one's gonna say anything, because Holiday took
Jake's running wide, they're gonna shoot wide with him anyway, and I'm shooting back center, so it leaves me free whether to shoot that way or not.
Let's go out and just walk the field and look at it and come back in and talk about it.
They're up right now. I don't even have underwear.
It's just a question. I have some blank ones.
Even more than that though. We had one.
The 2 audibles on each play.
So it's on both sides, A, B, C, D, but I just compared to those and see, because I couldn't remember the bunker.
Plays on top of it.
Dylan's role is going to be pretty much watching over the plays. He's not necessarily going to be picking who is playing and who's not playing. He'll voice his opinion, but as a team, we already know who should play and who shouldn't play. We always know if someone's playing good or someone's playing bad. His role is going to be just kind of watching and making sure people are playing good in that position. And then if someone says they're tired or something, he's going to put the proper alternate in for them.
It was just, we were all rushed. That's really all it came down to.
Yeah, we all got here, we're all being rushed, we're all...
I didn't even chrono, and I know I'm not shooting 300.
Go!
The second half was awesome. Everything was working good. We had a really good feel for everything. In between the 2 halves, we sat down and kind of took a breather, talked about what really happened that first half, and basically just all came down to rushing and trying to put things together too quick. The fact that it's a 30-minute practice, I don't think the field played exactly how it's going to play in the event. Everyone was trying to rush and get in as many points as possible, so I don't think it's a true practice, but it's nice to know your gun's working and everything's working really well for you.
I was hoping I wouldn't have to wash my gear tonight. I guess I gotta do that.
First game, I was dripping sweat.
Yeah, before I even stepped out, I was dripping.
Get that flow. You're lugging.
Oh, you wanna know what's going on in the back of my hand? Oh, well, you know, I usually get my hair did about every 3 weeks, and 3 weeks rolled by and I just forgot to get my hair did again. So I went about 6 months without a haircut, and finally hit one of my boys up. He's a barber down at the shop. He faded me up, got me a mullet going on.
I'm rocking the mullet. You zoom in on that mullet? Well, Polk County's finest. Polk County mullet.
I'm trying to get this down too.
This guy will not have a burnt neck at this event. That hair.
That's right. That's the only reason why.
Brian's mullet is atypical Polk County country redneck. That long hair don't cover that redneck.
He's so happy with it. He said he went to work and his captain was like, no. You can't fight fires with that. Why not? He's got a mullet.
The team loves my mullet. They support me 100%. You know, they understand I'm from Polk County and just represent, you know, just being myself.
We all started joking around about his girlfriend probably leaving him and everything, but whatever, he stuck with it and it looks sweet.
Game time. Game time.
Oh shit!
Hey.
Oh shit!
Everyone who gets tired, anyone that normally gets tired, make sure you get in enough time and tell Pickle who's tired, because we have alternates for those people, okay? Don't wait till the last minute.
What's the first line?
All day, Brian, Timmy, Jason, and Jake. His first line.
Back with off.
Right. Go, boys. Hey, let's get in. Hands up.
Let's go.
Get him up, boys.
You fucking got it, boys. Come on.
Hey, all we gotta do is throw shit down. We know how to pull the pace of the game down.
Let's go.
And we just fucking make smart moves.
Hey, we kill people, recon. Don't just run down the field, recon, boys. Remember our turtle calls and our Londons.
Do it.
Stand by! Stand by! Stand by!
1, 2, 3.
Go, boys, come on!
Give the fucking crowd something to watch.
Let's get it, boys.
Give it to him, fellas. Let's go, boys.
This game right here, going to be a great one. Tampa Bay Damage, San Diego Dynasty about to throw down. Going to come down to who's hitting who on the break, but just like that, Daniel Holiday gets 2 shots in the goggles and Snake on the break. Dynasty loses a body though too.
Yeah, Dynasty loses their snake player and then their secondary snake player.
Keep a pocket full of do the damn thing money.
Like you just got shot in the face and you're asking the ref, did I get shot in the face? You know, but yeah, I mean, the ball didn't hit me. It broke on the crack and just sprayed perfectly all over me. That did look pretty bad though. Like, did my hit? Yeah, no? Okay, all right, I'll do it.
It looks like Daniel Holiday just got shot. Not exactly sure from where, but he got picked off.
Now Edwards is just wiling out, and he gets taken out 1 point apiece.
Keep a pocket full of do the damn thing money. Keep a pocket full of do the damn thing money.
I felt like we were playing good. It was just we would die in groups. Instead of dying, you know, 1 and then the 4 stay alive, we were dying in groups of 2s and 3s, and that just kills a point.
Wow, Timmy caught about 3-4 full balls right in the face.
Comes Cortez into the snake, straight to the 50, wrap around and blow Tyler Harmon away, who's doubled up in the back center. Not enough room to hide.
You know what? I'm going to go right past the 50-yard line. No one's in that back corner bunker. No one's in the snake with me. This might be Carlos's point right here.
Oh man, he got shot in the back.
Didn't get
Like
anybody.
Dalton picked him up.
Looks like Cortez gets shot out trying to make his spot.
I could tell it's getting in his head. You can tell he's just trying to like run as hard as he can. I'm like, I told him the funny thing is I bet if you ran slower that you'd make it. Like in pro baseball, if I like underhand toss you the ball, like they don't know when to swing, you know? So they're like,
Pocket full of do the damn thing money.
Things were looking good for Dynasty, but some great play by Jason Edwards, a nice shot by Timmy Probst to take out Kyle Sticka. And all of a sudden the tables have turned, not looking good for Dynasty. Wow. It's gonna be 3-2. Cortez got a laser beam in his head. Dynasty was Harmon, he was Shorty, and then there goes Marcelo Margot. He's gonna scurry back and try to help cross it up here with Yosh Rao. Nope, Yosh got shot out. Just Marcelo Margot.
Keep a pocket full of do the damn thing money. Keep a pocket full of do the damn thing money.
Hey, let's either win or lose with style. Both corners.
Both corners.
Hey, we ride or die as a fucking team. As a team. Play together, boys. Let's go.
Family on 3. Family on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Pocket full of do the damn thing money.
Right now, Dynasty looking pretty good, up a couple bodies here in this overtime point.
And there goes Probst getting shot in the goggles after he filled out to the snake side. Alex Rodriguez running through the middle of the field.
Stays alive. There's just one player left alive, and Jason Edwards is going to get tapped out by, I think, 3 different guys. So congratulations to San Diego Dynasty taking the overtime victory against Tampa Bay Damage.
Hey, the good thing that match didn't matter. They're not in our bracket.
The good thing is everything we were doing was working.
Yeah, it's
playing in the middle.
we just have to tighten up that middle game.
The one good thing is that they weren't in our bracket. They were kind of like our outside tier team, whatever. And the other games are the ones that mattered. They were obviously a really good team too, so it was probably a good warm-up, and we felt confident going into playing Russia.
Hey, let's go, boys. Play some damage. Go, boys. No penalties. Come on, Tampa! Hey, Tampa! Hey, Tampa! Hey! Team up here.
3 minutes.
Let's just have fun.
Let's do it.
I watched them play before, and they were playing more of the middle of the field. We still had the mindset that, okay, we're going to go wide regardless. You have to show us that you're going to shoot us before we stop doing what we're going to do.
Bodies dropping right now for Damage. Kevin Klum here past the 50-yard line for Moscow Red Legion, and that is going to do it. So Moscow Red Legion makes quick work.
Here comes Damage out to the snake side corner. They lose Holiday on the break.
Tried that 2 points in a row.
Red Legion just pounding the guns. Jacob Edwards comes running off for Damage. Just 3 bodies for Damage.
And there's another body going down. Going to make it 2-0 Moscow Red Legion.
15 seconds.
Snake side, we've lost him twice.
They know your short D side or short snake side?
Yeah, it's fine. Dive alpha. Dive alpha.
Of course we should run out wide. I completely 100% agree with that. But if it's not working in the beginning of the match, then we adjust and we drop short and play the inside out game, because obviously that team's got their fucking lanes down. And if they have their lanes down, you're not gonna run through it. I think adjusting on the fly is probably our weakest part, plain and simple.
Breakout here, Kevin Klum getting shot out early, and this looks like this point might go to Damage, but Damage loses 2 bodies over on the D side, so it's actually pretty even here still. Another body coming off for Moscow, 3 of them. Axel Godin start charging up there. Nobody on the D side for Tampa Bay Damage.
The little Frenchman is in the 50 over there. Golev makes a move. He goes back to the back center, and Jason Edwards gets picked off. I think that he might have been hoping that somebody would have told him that Golev moved over to the back center.
See Jason having to take a big deep breath, wanting to punch something there.
It sounds cocky or whatever, but this team's not used to losing like that. And I don't know if we really had to answer for any of it. You know, anywhere we would go, we would get shot. So no one had like an actual play that, you know, if we change this, it's going to work. So people were kind of flustered a little bit.
I think Holiday lost him. We'll see if Jason Edwards can pick him up. He gets him first, but then Edwards blows him to pieces.
I think Edwards went to go get the flag.
So body dropping for Damage early. Uh-oh, another body dropping as Holiday comes off. Oh, Timmy Probst comes out too, so it's not looking good this point right here for Damage. Damage just getting beat up the field.
Do we want to match them up the middle? Have LP go up? Hey, Holiday, you want to go all the way? Yeah. I mean, we're down. We got to go.
I'm cool with whatever. What's the time?
Holiday getting eaten up, trying to get into the snake. That's not going to help Damage's chances here. Down by 3, 7 minutes and 30 seconds to go, and they lose a couple more bodies, and it's just not going Damage's way. And Edwards is going to get shot, and this is one of those throwaway points. Might as well just blow the horn.
So we've lost our white snake at every point.
So I'm not going Ryan in for Timmy.
No, Timmy's in.
Hey, why don't we do a 2 at home instead of 1 in alpha so we have guns up?
Because there's 2 in home already. There's
Jason
1 shooting
called
Dorito
the
side.
play.
All right, listen. 1 Dorito side shooter, which would be Jacob. All right, a baby. Want to be it, Brian?
A baby?
Yes. Okay. All right, Brian's in the baby. Mikey.
Mikey's right here.
You're running 100. Timmy's gonna dive the alpha, and I'm gonna shoot snake side.
Both run wide off the break.
Yes.
So I'm going Charlie.
You're not in.
I'm not in.
We put a lot of pressure on Jason. Everybody runs to him. He can't concentrate on what he's supposed to do. We have to like separate that, and that's what happened in the past. We had Coach Skinny doing it. We're putting a little bit more pressure on Pickle now to help us, but we have too much pressure on Jason. Everybody runs to Jason. Let Jason breathe, let him think about the game, what he has to do. Everybody concentrate on what they have to do as a job, and then we go out there and fix out what we're doing wrong.
7 minutes, plenty of time left in the game.
Right off the break, I doubled up the home with Jason, and he said red 2, which means we lost our whole snake side off the break. So I was like, uh-oh. So I played it slow and conservative. I watched Axel fill out wide. I missed him, filled out wide with Jacob, tried to keep Jacob alive so we could at least push one side and try to win it. Jason held down the snake side. Whoever tried to fill out that way just got plastered because it's Jason Edwards. And every time I can get a weasel, I'd just be calling it up to Jacob, and we pulled the point out. And it was actually the first point I've played since Dallas. And that was an awesome feeling, because I really didn't know if I was gonna get spins this event again.
We were having a hard time getting guys wide on the Dorito side, so they asked me to go ahead and run to the 100 off the break. Kind of fast. I don't mean to toot my own horn, but I've got long gazelle legs. It works for me though, it's all right. So I was able to make it wide, and just even having my body over there was more effective than sending somebody short and having them get shot right away. The points that we were winning, we would keep all 5 people alive off the break, or we would lose one and we would shoot one and we'd win the 4-on-4s, the 4-on-3s, stuff that you should always win. But we were not talking and losing people, and it was sloppy. It was not damage paintball.
The last death is about to come as Cucuzza is going to run down Timmy Probst. Towel thrown by Tampa Bay Damage, conceding yet another point here. Under 5 minutes to play, and Damage down by 4.
Oh, and Valu wraps, shoots LP.
Godin with the move on the D side to the stand-up tower. Another body dropping here for Damage, and really just letting the Russian Legion players over here have their way with them.
We lost 3 bodies. It was just me and Timmy left, and I was in the Dorito 3 up the field, and I watched the guy dive over from our snake to their snake, so I'm trying to put some paint on him, and then I kept feeling this pressure come from the center, so I tucked in hard. He comes into our tower on our side of the field. I knew where he was, so I rolled out and tried to shoot him. I shot him, he shot me, and he kept on shooting, so I kept on shooting with him. I called myself out, and when I turned around, red flag was flaring in the air. It was completely legit. I should have stopped shooting after my first 3 balls.
That's going to be a major penalty on Damage. I think that's one of their younger guys. Might have been Kyle Berry. Finally gets a spin and gets a major. Walking off, head down.
Walking back to the fit, I was ready to put my gun up and be like, well, I'm not playing again. The second point I got to play, and I'm going to pull off something stupid like that. Because in all honesty, it could have came out where if I just rolled out, put 3 balls on him, and came back in, and I hit him and he missed me or something, and he kept on pounding my bunker, he could have got a major. We could have swung the whole point around. It could have been a turnaround of the game. But I played it wrong. I got greedy. I wanted to shoot that guy.
I mean, we're never going to judge somebody on basically one thing, but everybody gets shot all the time. Not like, don't be selfish. Don't try to force it. He knows he messed up. He knows he messed up right when he got it.
Starting with 4.
Hey, we're up again, right? The other guys are done. Dynasty's done. Yeah, we're up.
Yeah, you guys are up. A lot of confusion going on at the box all the way up till like 5 seconds, and the next thing you know, Jacob's going to the snake side, Timmy's in the center, I'm running to the 100, and LP's like, I'm just gonna float here and figure it out. It was a 4-on-5. We were down by 4 points. We were like, whatever happens, happens.
Well, Damage is pushing forward. There's Waring and Jacob Edwards in the snake.
I was crawling. I got all the way to 50, and I figured out there was another guy on my side of the field. I've been wrapping the snake the whole point. I didn't know this guy was there. So I stand up, blow his face off. We shoot the last guy. We're down on points by a lot of points, so let's save some time.
I just remember shooting the last guy and looking to my left and seeing a flying missile going towards the starting box.
I hope Jacob Edwards is okay. Kind of slow to walk back here.
Well, the starting box is a spring, a trampoline, apparently. I push the button, it flings me up in the air, and my shoulder comes out of place. And that bitch hurt.
My shoulder's out of place. No. Someone put the stick shoulder back in. You did out? Hey, you need a 5th out there, man. Yeah. One more.
My shoulder comes out of place all the time. I'm saying this is probably one of the worst ones I've had. Like, it wouldn't go back in. Normally I can get it to go right back in. This one wasn't going back in. I sat out like 2 points just tugging on my shoulder.
Jake's got his hand between his legs and he just pulls it and just pops his shoulder. It's the weirdest thing in the world, but it works every time.
Just go out there and play like you don't care. Make moves, do whatever. We realized the point deficit was pretty high, but just at the very least, let's get these guys a real feel for the game.
So they are going to score another point here.
More, we would have had like a good idea of what pocket might be holding.
It'll be free hanging. You should be able to work it back.
Rusty Glaze came over and he told me, you know, bend down, touch your toes, rotate your shoulder, do all that stuff. And then it felt like it sucked itself back into place. Like,
Yeah. You got it? Really watched that. That's my life, man. Fucking Dr. Russ. That's my career. In the back end. He's a tough motherfucker right there, dude. Hey. Now tie it up. Jacob. Tie it up with the headband.
They still put me in after that. I was actually surprised, and they were like, yeah, go ahead, keep playing. So I was like, oh, You know, that's awesome. They're trying to give me spins, which is hugely appreciative.
So looks like LP up in the center, along with, I think, is that Kyle Berry?
Yep, and he gets pieced up in the X, gets a shot on his loader.
Body's dropping for both teams, so a little bit of lull in the action, and yeah, it's gonna do it.
Like we said going into this, we were going to gamble the runner. So even if they shot Seals or Holiday, we always shot someone, regardless of it not, even if it wasn't on break, it was within 5 seconds.
Play 4-on-4.
The thing is, like when we're all in our bunkers and like someone's trying to put something together, like I know I'm like thinking of what I can do next, like open it up, and then I hear like, fuck, hit. And you look and they're completely in their bunker, just chilling, just got shot. And I know not one time did I tell anyone like, hey, what do you need? Like, can I help you out? What do you got? Like, that shit never came across at all. And it's just about listening, too. That's the thing. None of us are, like, listening to each other out there. So many people are like, hey, switch, and nothing happened. And there was no teamwork again. Like, we're just not having fun. Like, there's no fun in that at all. Like, I'd rather lose and have fun. None of that was fun.
That's the first time I've seen people be flustered or mad, like, affected mentally at all. Usually our team, it doesn't matter what's happening.
You know, we've always been like a team that's super level-headed and not super hyped up and screaming and stuff, and we kind of got away from that.
I noticed that no one was having fun. I truly wasn't having fun at all, and we had a nice little sit down and we talked about, like, you know, you gotta have fun. We don't play for tons of money, we don't do anything. We do it because we love it and we wanna have fun doing it. So we sat down, we talked about it, and we were just like, look, let's have fun. Let's give the crowd something to watch, you know, let's give our fans something to cheer about. If we lose, let's lose with style. Let's just go out and just make things entertaining for everyone. Ourselves, our fans, people at home watching the webcast.
We need to go out and have fun. We have to win both tomorrow in order to move on. So we're putting ourselves in that position. We just need to capitalize on it.
Pre-game, start every morning. Just clean up the face, shave it, make sure everything's somewhat smooth. No reason to go out there all rough.
That's how you do it right there. That's how you make it. Ah! Throw an arrow to.
How does it feel now?
Sore.
You gonna play?
Of course. That shit ain't gonna stop me. No way. It's paintball time, dude.
Top Gun game, playing them first, coming after our 2 losses from the day prior. That was probably perfect because it's kind of a way to get some of the guys' confidence back. We knew that they're a good team. We have to play well to win. We came up quite a few points, I think. We were up on them, and they were still pushing pretty hard. They were playing well, but there was definitely some points where I was just shooting my gun in my prop, and then there's just kills coming out of nowhere, or a guy would just look into my gun and just get smoked down, and was like, okay, and then the horn would buzz.
Way to play, Holiday. That was 5 alive, boys.
Yeah, I'm going down there real quick.
That's not going to help Top Gun getting a minor penalty, as that's going to take away 2 bodies. Flying down that Dorito side. Jacob Edwards over there slips and falls, but gets up, gets into the 50, and is now going to start going to work on this snake side. Gets one out of the back center. Looks like Lackey.
Nice, solid performance here by Damage so far today.
And Jacob Edwards look kind of pumped up over there.
It looks like an early victory dance, but I like it. Confident.
If they don't go, that's the right call. Okay? Smooth and calm. Let's go, baby. I got you. Hey, Mike's in for me.
Just started having fun. I mean, going out there and just playing paintball, getting the energy up and watching Jake running down the field, chanting and cheering. It gets the rest of us going in the pits. We feed off of Jake's energy. When he's on, the rest of us are on. And if Jake's off, the rest of us are off. It's weird how it works like that, but he's got such a big inspiration on the rest of us.
Ian Wilson gets shot by Jason Edwards, and Cortez is going to take a huge bite. Here comes the hammer. Jason Edwards just posterizing the last player left alive.
You know, I think we still had 4 bodies alive, so I was gonna go for that, like the inside bunker, and then I realized Jacob was going for the wire bunker. I just did a little hop just because I knew that my players were still shooting at him. Hopefully I could clear their stream, but I think we were just trying to have a little more fun. One thing that was actually hurting us was on Friday, Brian hurt his knee, so he was unable to play with us on Saturday. So that kind of took out our secondary snake guy. Obviously we have like replacements and people that can fill that void, but Brian's one of our better players. He's a core player, so that kind of hurt us.
Cortez past the 50-yard line, and bodies dropping for Top Gun all over the place. Cortez looking for the last couple guys. He's gonna get another one. And Cortez, I don't know what special meal he ate last night. I don't know if he stayed up all night doing homework on this field, but a totally different player here today in this match.
I don't know if it's fear of who's on the other side that messes him up or if it's the pressure that messes him up, but that was the first tournament match that I've seen Silos. That's the Silos that we see almost every weekend at practice, and when he can figure out how to play that game against the good teams, then he's going to be a murderer. There's some small mistakes that he's making that I think are not big deals. We can just tweak them. We needed that match to build our confidence going into the X Factor game. We needed that game to move on to Sunday, so that kind of kept hope alive.
Silos, Holiday, Timmy, Jason, and Jacob.
Let's go, let's go,
Make
let's go.
play.
Have some fun, boys. Let's get it up.
We got everyone up top. One left. Let's go, boys. Hey, let's go. Winner, go home. I know. Hey, winner, go home, all right?
Whenever we play X Factor, we know it's always going to be a fist fight. We're always going to go back and forth with them. It's just like playing for first and second. One thing about X Factor with us is we've never really just gone out and blown them out, and they've never really just gone and blown us out. We just have a very common playing style, and we just feed off of each other.
X Factor getting a grenade thrown over on their snake side. 3 bodies walk off quick after getting the early advantage over here. And here comes the push down the D side of the field.
Jacob Edwards finishing off Archie Montemayor there at the end.
Another 2 bodies walking off for Damage with the 5th body now. Jason Edwards walking out of the back center.
And that is going to tie it up here for San Antonio X Factor. 2 relatively quick points.
Let's go, Damage. Let's go. Fight.
Not looking good right now for San Antonio X Factor. They lose Grayson Goff. He was able to get into the snake, got shot cross field.
That's what a finals match is going to look like. I mean, nobody was doing anything spectacular on the break. They were really hard fought points, and everybody was playing a smart and controlled game.
Tied up to 4-piece. Both these teams desperately want this win. X Factor gets this victory that will definitely punch their ticket on to Sunday. Damage desperately needs this one to go 2-2.
To keep their chances alive, I believe, yes.
Yeah.
So no bodies dropping on the break for either team, but calling a kill out. Archie screaming, looks like the first body dropping for Tampa Bay Damage.
Yeah, both Roberts and Archie yelling for that one, so not sure exactly who got that kill. They're both shooting that angle though.
Yeah. Jacob just walked out of the Dorito 1. Archie gets a good shot in on Jason Edwards. LP and Timmy in the back, crossed up. Here comes Derek Jordan through the middle of the field.
Damage is going to go ahead and concede this point.
So 2 unanswered points by San Antonio X Factor.
20 seconds. Hey, we're gonna call a timeout, bro. Sunday paintball, come on.
Charlie, or all the way?
Try all the way.
Have we done this? No. Let's do it. All the way. If we don't make it, I'll be ready to go with the horn.
We're in the pits, and Pickle came up to me and just said, you know, you want to go snake this time? And you know, look at Jason, and we're like, yeah, sure. I don't know, I like running the snake off the bat, and a lot of times it works out. There's never like a for sure you're gonna get sweet spotted. Like if I go here, I'm gonna get sweet spotted every time. It never works like that. So say there's a 40% chance that I'll make it or whatever. That was a risk that we were willing to take at that point.
We wanted to gamble it, so we went with the risk. You know, they caught Holiday off break, but we also shot someone up the middle, so it was, you know, instantly 4-on-4.
They trade bodies. Damage trying to get back in here to go 2-2. There's Archie, Grayson, Colt Roberts up in that center wedge. Derek Jordan on the move into Dorito 2.
LP worked his way out to the bunker before the snake. I worked out my way to get next to him, but we just weren't able to put enough people in and make the moves, and we had to work into their guns. They already had the lead, so they're able to sit back on us and make stuff happen.
Sometimes you get shot, and you got to not get shot in the pivotal points there at the end when it's a close match. They played a good game. We played a good game. We just got hit there at the end when it mattered the most.
Gets another kill on Jason and then goes straight to the 50 snake.
Just a little casual 2-pack for Archie here in the most important point of this game.
Jacob Edwards runs to his death, trying to make something happen. Only leaving one Tampa Bay Damage player alive. I think it's Timmy Probst who's going to get blown to... Oh, no.
Timmy Probst gets cold. Stays alive. Ooh, but then gets dotted up by Archie Montemayor.
3-pack for Archie Montemayor. And that is going to most likely seal the deal here.
Going for the buzzer. 50 seconds, we got to get 2. We got to get 2, boys.
Not a whole lot of time, but you know, we're not the team that's going to go out there and say, oh, there's 34 seconds left, we're down by 2 points. Let's just go out there, let the 34 seconds run out and go home. Like, we at least want to go out with a punch.
Not a lot of time left. They have to score 2 points, so Damage is just cannonballing down the field, trying to hope that something goes their way here. Billy Bernacci is still alive. Roberts for X Factor, he's
Only
dead.
2 X Factor players left alive. It's a 2-on-2. So some chaos happening here. Archie dies, so...
Archie trades out with Waring, and that clock is going to tick off.
A great last-minute effort, though, by Damage. They almost won that point. If they had a little bit more time, probably would have pulled it out because Archie got shot there. It just left Billy alive.
60 seconds.
Gotta practice.
We played really well. We still had fun throughout that match, and you know, sometimes you just make that extra mistake and it happens. In the pro division, you can't make those little mistakes because if you give them an inch, they're gonna take a mile. We just put ourselves in a crappy spot and weren't able to dig ourselves out of it.
Saturday was, you know, it was a breath of fresh air. Like, it was a lot better. Even though we won one and lost one, it was just less stressful, and that's what we need. And as a team, I think we understand that, and we're gonna continue to go with that mindset, and it'll work out for us. This is definitely a rebuilding year. We've got 3 new young guys that are actually out there trying to learn and grow with us. We knew this year was gonna be rough, but as long as we stay dedicated and we keep playing as a team and we keep training the new guys, we're gonna end up coming out even stronger every event. So it's unfortunate to not be the top 3 like we normally always have been, but it's only a matter of time.
Nick, why didn't you bring your sword?
1 day, 2 days.
I should have bought the sword.
You don't bring anything fun, you bring a fucking camera.
What do you think about the mullet?
It's bad luck.
The shred's trucking. Zoom in.
I think I need to pierce my belly button now. Oh, showing my nipple, that's messed up. I'm gonna need more beer.
So do you want another picture?
At least one more.
One more, okay.
Yeah. Keeping this shirt. $16 my ass.
Here you go, sweetheart.
I'm in. Put me in.
God, you look sexy as fuck.
Dude, I look good in pink.
We're gonna cut this out in post, right?
You know, a movie you made.
It's on the movie, don't worry about that. He's filming the whole time. He doesn't stop. He has one job. And if he messes up, we flog him. We haven't been out. This is another reason we haven't had these opportunities as a team, because we've been playing on Sunday. Everybody's going to bed early. You got to get some rest. We got a lot of games tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? This is kind of different. This is the losing atmosphere.
We haven't experienced this in a long time.
Learning in a different way.
Definitely.
As much as it sucks. You were only like one balling, right? You weren't shooting a stream.
And I shot you with one ball.
I know.
I did.
God
I remember
damn it.
getting to the 500 and seeing the last guy live, and I'm like, oh, Lip's gonna go get him, so I'm just gonna chill right here. And then I saw Jake shoot you, and I was like, oh, this motherfucker.
I got it. I would have got a both.
As soon as I shot
you
him,
got
I
them
was
both,
like,
didn't you?
Yeah.
Didn't you just run down and get them both after
as soon
me?
as I shot you, I
Such a
went,
dick.
God damn it, LP. And I got up and I ran and I shot Bravo. I just shot him in the side, and then I picked my gun up and traded with that dude. And I was like, all right, cool.
Yeah. That's what I was supposed to do.
I shot LP and stole his credit.
The one game I was crawling down the snake in the X Factor match, I thought I was the last guy left. I couldn't see Jason in the 100. I probably would have played that different. I didn't. I got shot. We lost the point. It was a 2-point game. That was one of the two that we needed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just little things.
Yeah. If I see him there and I go, okay, cool, I'm going to sit in a snake 1 and shoot across at the guy in front of Jason and hope that he's the fucking madman that he is and snipes a snake guy and makes a 2-on-2, and now we have a real chance at this game and this match. You know what I'm saying? That would have been a whole different game maybe. For the next 2 weeks, we're going to be sitting around thinking about every fucking time that we got shot and what happened and what we should have fucking done. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. It's over.
I know.
You have to fucking learn from your mistakes.
I've already thought about every point I've played.
To get better, you have to
Multiple
take each baby step and learn from every single lesson and break it down. And then apply it. And that's the fucking hard part. It's easy to sit around and go, I did this, I did that, this sucked, this blew, I did good at this, I should have done more of this. You're fucking Sunday morning quarterbacking it all day, but I mean, that's what happens in a defeat. You sit around and you nitpick the little things. And the little things are what matter now. Yeah. That's what wins and loses tournaments, the fucking little things. Running the right route every single point. Putting your paint in the right spot every single point. You know what I'm saying? Not rapping and getting shot by the guy that you didn't know he was there. You should have known he was there. Like, you didn't communicate across the field, they didn't communicate to you. Those are little mistakes as a team that lose tournaments. And that's the shit we need to focus on.
The separation between a good team and a great team is their ability to reconcile, learn from their mistakes, and implement a recovery to translate previous defeat into future success. What better stage to redeem themselves on than at the pinnacle event in the calendar, the NXL World Cup? Not only is this the most prestigious event of the year, but it's also the hometown event for Damage, and all of their family and friends will be there supporting them as they fight for another championship. Damage is no stranger to World Cup podium finishes, as they won this event in 2011 and finished as runners-up in 2014. If they could manage to come away with the win, the remainder of their season would pale into insignificance, and the lingering memory would be of Damage regaining the World Cup. Aside from the bragging rights earned by teams and sponsors to finish the season, World Cup is traditionally the showcase for vendors to exhibit their upcoming product ranges and new releases. Being the seasoned mooches that they are, many of the new Virtue, Bunker Kings and MacDev products seem to find their way into Damage's gear bags.
He's on the stack! He's on paper shirt! Yeah.
You lazy fucks, pick up your pods.
I got bounce going into the Bravo. I just need to dip and get my gun up really quick on my mirror.
Yeah, exactly. Just like Goldman was doing, I'm gonna shoot the D side off the break. That tiny little gap, I'm gonna hit him. I'm gonna try to hit him. I'm no Jason Edwards, but I'm trying to mentor from him. You know what I mean? Learn every little bit. you know, it's the young guys out here getting the time in. Old guys said we suck at paintball, so we decided to show them that we don't suck at paintball. Trying to, at least.
Here is the importance of you not getting shot in. And here is the importance of you getting shot. See the difference? It's easy, it's easy. Okay. 4 on 5. Not so good. If you lose another one, D2. Statistics, 5 on 3, 4 on 3. If you lose another guy, what happens? Remember this. If you lose this guy's probably gonna happen. You fucked. And that first point of the game is just as important as the last point when it's 4-4. Seriously, take it serious from the beginning. Do whatever to get into that last point of the game mode.
What do you guys want to call this one? Center? Alright, so we have Dorito, center, and standard. Because there's not really any snake play.
Yeah, that should be good.
If we go out there and we decide we're going to run the snake, we'll make it on the fly.
Or you could call that snake, because there's 3 going snake.
But not two guys are shooting these out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The first match of the World Cup, we're playing Revo. I don't think we played them all year, and going into it, we didn't really know what to expect from them, whether they're going to run around like crazy or if they were going to play kind of sit back game like a lot of people are doing right now. Coming into the event, we had quite a few setbacks. We found out Brian Smith wasn't going to be playing World Cup with us. We also found out Holiday wasn't going to be playing the first match. So we took some precautions and threw everyone on our team in every different position. Found out some people were playing really well in positions that they haven't played all year.
Here comes Kyle Berry streaking down the snake side, and he's going to put a ball in on that last body.
It's kind of cool to see the rookie get a spin here and help his team out.
Salutations to all. You can call me.
Boring's going to fully commit. Just owns Frank. Still alive. No one able to get the shot on Boring. The rookies here getting spin and doing some work for damage.
You know, that's what they need. We've been saying it all year. They need production out of their young guys.
Take you beyond where reject can't live, but all you gon' hear is something crazy. In fact, I be burning the booth will get you looser than yak.
Silos Cortez, good field position here, and that's why they picked him up, man. They picked him up to play the snake. Very quickly gets to the 50-yard line. He's going to establish down the line. Oh, Sense
gets grilled up right in the side of his gobble.
And here comes Edwards, slow and methodical. Nice work by Jason Edwards.
Good sneaky shit up in the middle. LP, ready to fucking play, kid. Kyle,
get some, boy.
Press me more and more every fucking day, baby. Good shit.
No, you'll never find like mine. It blow your mind. You can look all over, but no, you'll never find.
Match started off pretty much just pushed it down the Dorito side really fast and then beat them really fast. We just kept control the whole time. I don't think they ever had control of us. They had one point where they might have scored. It was the last point. But I mean, honestly, we were winning 6-0 with a minute left or 44 seconds or something like that. So we were just like, no chance of them winning.
Rockin' no stopping at the Motel 8. We go park out front. Yeah, the flow is unedited. This sucker against my front. Cause I'm super cut the realistic, lean around the doses. And rap ferocious, I've been coaching the league.
Our first practice when we actually went out and played with the Vio, we were all astonished by how great the field of view was with it. If we're shooting left, I can see things out the right side still. I'm able to see things coming from blind spots that I would not normally be able to see.
Well, first things first, it looks amazing. And then when you go ahead and put it on your face, it fits your face so dang perfect.
If you're running and maybe you trip and fall or whatever, your mask isn't gonna come off. It's basically attached to your face.
I'll hit the ground like a beached whale and I can still get up and play with that thing. It doesn't move at all, it's awesome.
Looks like Moscow Legion first to lose a body. Actually, they're losing 2 bodies, so 3 bodies on 5 right now. And looking pretty good to start this one with some awesome off-the-break shooting. As we see Kyle Berry, one of the rookies for Tampa Bay Damage, getting it done.
Damage really trying to isolate Axel Godin on the break, shooting 3 guns really heavy towards the snake side, but Godin able to get in the snake as Damage loses a couple bodies early. There goes Timmy, there goes Kyle Berry, and Axel's gonna go all the way into the 50 snake, and he's gonna have a shot across the field, last body alive.
Jake, you shot on break.
You shoot the 100.
Yeah.
Alpha, what do you feel better?
Hey, let's go standard.
Standard. Okay.
Charlie, Bravo, Alpha, baby home.
Wipe this off.
Jacob Edwards getting taken out on the D side, so Moscow Red Legion with a one body advantage and moving up into that 50 center structure. And another body walking off for Tampa Bay Damage, so just 3 bodies left alive for them, but a major penalty on Moscow Red Legion is going to turn the tables here as 3 bodies will walk off. Axel Godin looks around, moves up a bunker here in the snake.
And here comes Everett. And Everett is going to grill up Axel and then get picked off as well.
That was a nice move by Everett, realizing only 1 body in front of him. He had a back player and a body advantage, so just took out Axel. Looks like Damage is going to take a 1-point lead with 11 minutes and 21 seconds to go.
And Damage is going to lose Carlos Cortez on the break. Daniel Holiday gets clipped, so just 3 bodies left alive. There goes the Edwards brothers.
Godin makes a great move all the way to their snake.
Just barely left alive for Tampa Bay Damage.
Axel launches and ends up taking out the last player left alive over here. So Moscow Red Legion gonna tie it up here at 2, 10 minutes and 13 seconds to go.
Hey, you guys want to run a snake out?
I go snake.
Let's go snake off break, and then Bravo, Alpha, home, and baby.
Shoot for the delay. If it's Plume with the red beanie with the little clip top, he's been going up to that turret on a delay from the Bravo every game. Okay. So you put your paint right through there, I'll worry about the wide gun. Let me know if he's in.
Communication isn't the problem. Everyone's talking, but everyone, like I'm talking to Tim, and Holiday's talking to Jason, and I'm talking to Jason, and not everyone is coming to the same conclusion at the same time, which is we need to go 5 short spots, heavy guns on the break, figure out what's going on, and then filter out and try to win the game. Just having an easy first match, nothing that we were doing got tested at all. So when things stopped working, we didn't know which adjustments to jump on. And I think a lot of it comes down to really not having anybody in the pit coaching that is watching every point. Like literally Alex halfway through the match runs over from the snake side and says, hey, stop running outside. Why are you running outside? You're dying every time you run outside. And then still, even after he left, we still ran outside.
Right now, Moscow Red Legion is starting to just stomp down this snake side of the field. Nice work again by Axel Godin, who's really starting to find his form over here.
Damage again, losing 2 bodies, make that 3 bodies early. Just Jason and Timmy in those 2 back center spots, but they shoot out.
Smotroff, Jason Edwards and Timmy Probst, 2 incredibly consistent, great gunfighters.
The Russians were about 90 times better at shooting those bounce shots than us, and they knew a couple that we didn't. And we even practiced them a couple of times going in.
Looks like Timmy gets shot out of his spot, so now it's just Jason gets shot cross field. So trying to scurry up, make something happen. Moscow kind of starting to run away with this one a little bit here.
Yeah, they're just making Damage look kind of confused right now. Damage losing bodies early, not really sure how to adjust.
We can do snake turret, we can do Dorito turret, just go up the middle.
LP just got shot going to the Dorito turret.
It bounced off the fucking turret and hit me in the face.
That's how they shot me in the hand.
Okay.
The home shot the turret hit me in the hand.
Alright, so what are you guys gonna do? I'll sit this one, dude. I'm gassed.
I'll play your spot.
So play alpha on the
You're
cross.
the flyer on the home. I'll play the alpha on the cross. Timmy's at home on the cross. We need 2 more.
I'll go the route that I started on. I'll go the outside on the home and straight up to the turret.
Okay. Just chill, man. We're picking them off. It's just everyone else is dying so quick. Drag the point out. We're either winning fast or losing fast. Let's go back to long, slow points.
So 2 bodies walking off for Damage right now. Damage again, fighting off their heels.
Now Smotroff not looking at a lot of bodies in front of him, able to get past the 50-yard line. Nice work by Smotroff. He ends up getting shot, being a little bit too greedy in there. He was able to get a shot, though, on the center player, and now Luik is going to fill the snake.
Thank you.
Tampa Bay Damage has to try to get something going because it's been all Moscow Red Legion after a close beginning of the game. Body dropping is Everett trying to get some penetration in the center. He gets taken out. Colombo up to the 50-yard line. Body dropping though, and that's 2 bodies now coming off from Moscow.
We're playing, Russian Legion. They're always good at making smart moves and winning gun battles, etc., etc. I always tell my guys I don't like being the guy up in the middle because I like to survive, and while I'm up there, people die around me. Well, I end up finding myself in the middle of the field and hearing people say hit, hit, hit all around me. At one point, they fill out to the snake corner and the kid throws a skimmer right off the top of my head. It wouldn't have broke, but I wanted to make sure it didn't break. I asked for a check. The guy tells me I'm clean. Comes down to myself and Holiday against 2 of them. I make some really weird fill from basically being in the X fingers all the way back and into the snake. I look over and I see Holiday get shot. I knew that they were gonna be coming. I popped over the top of the bunker. The kid that went from the corner into the snake decided he was gonna try to hop the snake and come get me. Bad decision.
Edwards wheeling and dealing. He gets a kill on Smotroff and commits. Now I think it's a one-on-one. And I think Edwards owned him. Edwards gets the coast-to-coast shot cross field and then runs in, stomps on that buzzer.
That was dirty. Dirty, dirty.
Boy, Jay!
You good, Jay?
No.
Yeah, no, I wanted to say, I'm not supposed to be the guy that's filling, all over the field every which direction and pulling stuff out, so I think it was time for me to take a little break. If we would have lost that point, it would have been a nail in the coffin. We wouldn't have had a chance. That was definitely the boost they needed.
Hey, this is what we're going to do. Holiday's going to run and shoot the corner. I'm going to do that blind spot shooting the alpha. We're going to fuck that dude up, and then you're going to go right through. We're going to win this point in like 30 seconds.
2 minutes and 13 seconds to go. They send Everett up to the center. They get a shot on Luis Rouleau. Godin, he gets taken out too, trying to get over here. Snake side, Tampa Bay Damage on the attack. Minute 40 seconds left to go here, down by 3, but with an opportunity to put a point on the board. Everett launches on the attack, gets 2, still 1 player left alive, and here comes Jacob Edwards to take out the last player.
Timeout. Do you want it or not?
Yeah.
We may need it worse in the next point, though.
Yeah, we gotta win this point to get to the next point.
Down by 2, minute and 10 seconds to go. LP looking for a kill underneath, gets Axel again, and another body coming off, and here look for the attack. Starting to push forward. Oh, but a major penalty assessed on Tampa Bay Damage, and that's going to pull 3 bodies off. Everett launches regardless, and looks like gets a couple, but I don't think there's anybody left alive after.
No bodies left alive to play off of Paul Everett's big move through the middle of the field.
I'd rather die on my shield than hiding in the X trying to fight a 3-on-1, so I wouldn't have done it any different either way. But I had no idea that penalty had been assessed behind me and that I was the last guy. I was pretty dejected to find out that, you do all that damage and then there's no one left to push the button.
You need to agree, if we realize we're getting shot going wide, it just suck your ego up, and we'll just say, let's go short. If 3 people say we need to go short, realistically, we need to go short. We even had Alex come over and tell us that every game that we stayed inside without that 1 penalty, I felt good. I felt like the game was dragging on, we could win shit.
Are you on the cross, though? Are you playing a cross? Because when you're the outside guy, it's fucking hard, dude. They're bouncing them off the turret and the Bravo, so I'm watching the Bravo bounce, and they're bouncing them in off the turret.
He played cross, I played wire, then I played cross, he played wire. Yeah, the bounces suck and stuff, but you just got to do it right back. It's hit or miss, but the thing is, I'd rather get shot off a bounce than lose 2 people off a break. We started using the delays up the middle and going to the middle off a break. That's where it worked out really well. Because once you go to the middle and they chalk their guns up and look inside on you, that's when you make the wide Dorito run, out to the corner, up the snake, shit like that. But the big thing is having 3 to 4 bodies alive later on in the game. That's how you win. You're going to lose someone eventually, but 2-on-5, 2-on-4 is not fun. And if you were still alive in the middle for 10 seconds, that's 120 paintballs in the air that you got to shoot. I mean, I'd rather you shoot 120 paintballs down the field than run out and get shot in the neck. It's just we got to learn to suck it up and stay alive. If you're getting a bounce shot, you shoot it back. Someone's going to get hit. You're either going to get hit or you're going to hit them, but at least there's paintballs in the air. When you die off the break, nothing helps. You do absolutely 0 for us. And change, like, you know how people are like, I got the bounce shot? I'm watching you, and all you do is stay in the same spot shooting low, just shooting back at them. Well, eventually, they're going to see that, and they're going to put their bounce shot there. What I do is go low, high, and make them continuously change that shit. It's the best way to do it. And do it right back. Just suck it up, like, suck up the egos. You don't need to go wide. No one. Okay? Feels good having someone alive next to you, I can tell you that. 1-on-2s and shit is stupid.
The loss to Russian Legion puts Damage in a must-win situation against one of the toughest teams in the league, current world champions, Edmonton Impact.
Anytime we've played Impact this year, they've beat us. I think they've beat us 3 times now. 2 of our ex-teammates from last year on that team, and then actually 3 of our ex-teammates from last year. So basically all of our players are on that team from past years. Playing them is almost like practice against your own friends. So we always want to beat them. We want to beat everyone, but beating them is way sweeter than beating other teams.
It's too early. Still got eye boogers in my eyes.
It's World Cup. If you gotta get up early, you gotta get up early.
What do you think you guys gotta execute? Staying alive, shooting gaps, staying alive, and then just staying alive.
Don't die, you don't lose. Staying alive for 30 seconds.
People don't understand the game. All you have to do is press this button on the other side.
Shoot 4 to 5 people and push a buzzer on the other side.
It's the tournament, honestly. I mean, everybody can say this is a prelim game, but really this is a finals game. On paper, you look at prelims, be for sure, and you need to win 3 games. It's for you to control your own destiny. Go 2-2, then you're not controlling your destiny. You're probably watching a game, and some other team's going to decide whether you're in or out.
Hey, no over battling. Nice, slow communication. Let's be like real calm. There's nothing more annoying than like a team that fucking works as a team, you know? Yep.
We're heading into this first one between Edmonton Impact and Tampa Bay Damage. Tampa Bay Damage losing a body, so Impact gets a kill. They lose a body as well. Looks like Rainey stands it coming off early. Impact playing tight in that pocket. That's been the standard play that we've seen here on this layout, but Keith Brown in the best field position of anyone. Notch 2 of the snake, wrapping around it.
Jacob Edwards just made a move down the Dorito side for Damage. He's got help right next to him, and I think Timmy Probst is the only body left alive looking over here towards the snake side. There goes Jacob Edwards. He jumps up into the 40 Dorito and shoots Keith Brown right in the shoulder.
Nice shot by Jacob Edwards. That was a huge kill for Damage.
We went into this game knowing that Impact was going to go pretty much 5 into the back 2 bunkers, and then 1, you know, is going to go into the ones close to that. So we played it the same way, and we just beat them at their own game.
Jacob Edwards over there in the Dorito. Paul Everett coming up the middle now. And it's just Zach Yakmek here in the snake side corner. Daniel Holiday gets shot trying to shoot up the middle and then make a move. And Justin Rabikoff also getting shot on the break. So both teams drop 1 body.
So 4 bodies left alive for Damage.
Josh Lamette gets taken out for Edmonton Impact. Just 3 bodies left alive for them now. Jacob Edwards again over there on that Dorito side, making moves.
Cornell scurries into the snake, but as he does that, Tampa Bay Damage makes a move to the 50-yard line on the D side. I don't think Justin Cornell knows that he is there. And then he gets shot in the pack, so
yeah, Jacob Edwards from that 50. Now he crosses on to the 40 Dorito of Edmonton Impact. 2 bodies left alive, Chad Bougere and Dave Baines. And Jacob Edwards shoots Chad Bougere. He's coming for Dave Baines.
Jake's having a game, kid. Have a game, Jake. Have a game,
Jacob Edwards
Jake.
came to play some paintball this morning as he's pinching out Dave Baines and Tampa Bay Damage, scoring another point here.
Hey, good shit, kid.
I mean, we've lost to them several times and we're sick of that shit. We're not going to get pushed around anymore. We've learned a lot about this field and we're learning a lot about how to organize ourselves in the pit without a coach. And that was one of the first games that felt good back there, where I felt like everybody had the same objective and everybody had the same idea of who was going to play and where they were going to be.
Oh, and a major penalty on Impact, so this is going to continue to make things very difficult for them. 3 bodies coming off. That leaves just Brown over there in the center. Bart Yakimek, the coach of Impact, is going to just concede that point.
Go, boys! Go, boys! Go! Hey, we got it coming, you guys, come on.
Looks like Justin Cornell walking off early. Dan Holiday getting taken out, so it's 4-on-4.
We made adjustments yesterday during the rushing game. We were playing well. After those adjustments, it was just too late. So we knew how to play the field after that. It's just now we got a fresh start 0-0 with knowing, you know, how we actually really need to play the field, which is a really boring way of just shooting our gun the whole time and then playing off the kills.
Jason Edwards back there in that Dorito corner, trying to protect himself with just too many guns. Edmonton Impact finally getting on the board.
And right now we'll see if Tampa Bay Damage can extend their lead, or is Impact going to get back in this match. So Damage sends Everett all the way up to the center off the break. He makes it in there clean. It looks like Everett gets a kill on Zach Yakimek, who tries to get across, and then they also lose Nick Laval. Impact dropping 2 bodies early here. Just 3 bodies left alive for them and stuck in the center.
Oh, Keith Brown getting shot. Impact might want to blow this horn pretty quick. Gave him the what's up, international what's up sign.
Impact try to get back in this match as Damage is leading by 3 points on the breakout. Very conservative breakout, but heavy guns up for Tampa Bay Damage here, trying to shoot Impact. But Impact able to make it out wide. What a good job by Impact to run out through the guns of Damage.
Tampa Bay Damage now the ones a little bit bottled up.
So here comes Justin Cornell, going to jump over, run the highway, cut towards the center of the field, and just run down the last couple players here left alive. Beautiful work, and a quick one by Justin Cornell.
Jacob Edwards had something to say to him right afterward.
I was left by myself, just hunkered down, trying to waste, you know, a couple seconds. And then old dickhead comes over and stitches me in the ear. Me and JC do not like each other at all. There's always that one guy, and that's him.
We still got ourselves a match here. I mean, there's definitely time for Impact to score 2 points for sure.
Well, it looks like Waring's finally going to get a spin.
So Impact now decides to go in their pocket play, but now they lose a body. Looks
Chad
like
Bougere got Chad Bougere. But Everett gets shot right in the face, and he comes running off.
It finally caught me with the bounce shot.
5 minutes and 20 seconds to go, and Damage trying to preserve this lead.
Jacob Edwards getting shot out of that back center, doubled up with Timmy Probst, and Jason Edwards comes up over the top and gets picked off on the inside. And here comes Josh Wimette onto Damage's side of the field. Just Rabikoff on the hunt. Tampa Bay Damage still has a lead, but only 1 point now.
They're here on the breakout. Everett up to that center again. So aggressive play, and it looks like Justin Rabikoff getting shot off the break. First to strike is Tampa Bay Damage trying to preserve this 1 point lead they have.
It's hard to know what's going on behind you when you're up there. I just hear guns, and I can usually hear Jason talking, but I saw Weasel come off of the snake side. I know they only had the snake side can, and I was just trying to contain that guy. I heard a guy behind me say that the Dorito side turret was hot, and I wrapped underneath looking for him, didn't see him, jumped over to the other side, tried to wrap looking for him, and almost got my head blown off by the snake side can guy. So I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna slow it down. I'm gonna stop being so risky, and I'm just gonna pick up on this outside snake guy. And they send that turret guy up to bunker me. But I think my mistake there, I should have played more heads up against the turret guy and try to protect myself, because there's not really anybody that can cover your ass unless we're far down the snake or really far in the Doritos.
Chad Bougere runs up, shoots Everett, and now he's coming to the Dorito side of the A. Here comes Justin Cornell on the hunt.
And they lose Jason Edwards at the same time, so.
Normally I go to the Dorito side, but I kept getting shot with this bounce shot. So they told me, you know, just go over here, we need you alive. I get into the snake, shoot cross field, I shoot a couple guys coming down, and then I see JC coming, I shoot him. He keeps coming, so I just blow his neck apart.
Justin Cornell runs down Jacob Edwards, who had moved into the snake, and they're going to tie this up, but it looks like a penalty pulled, and that is going to pull out Dave Baines, and that means a no point.
Did I get a penalty? Yeah. I was shooting the guy at the middle, he just kept running through. No way, dude.
Hey, cleaned up. Refocus. You're fucking ready.
Somebody's arguing.
There's a lot of different theories that the guy had, you know, a dirty hang, there's interference, there was yelling from the sidelines, dead people were yelling on the field. Long story short, they ended up getting a penalty and not getting the hang.
It's okay, it's 2 minutes.
We're up again.
Minute 30.
So the situation is exactly the same, there's just less time on the clock. Tampa Bay Damage is in position to win this game here, and Impact, though they fought hard, I mean, you got to give it to Damage that they put this many points on the board against Impact. Justin Cornell trying to get it back for his team, and looks like he got shot, and he's going to do that slow walk off.
We had control from the get-go, and then they slowly started creeping back up. We were making a couple mistakes. We tightened up those adjustments, and then it came down to like a 1 point game, and both of us are playing the time. They're trying to play a quick game, we're trying to play a little bit slower game, but we had control. They've had our number, but we just started 69 their ass.
Looking like Damage is going to seal this one up here.
Way to have a fucking game.
My team's attitude going into this match was fucking awesome, dude. I looked around, everyone's eyes had that look in it that you know you're about to mess somebody up. It's like when your group runs into another group and your group's just bigger and stronger and they know how to fight, and then the other group is just a bunch of nerds. That's what it felt like.
Hey guys. We won, yeah, but we didn't win it.
Nope, yeah, that was
tournament ain't over.
Bury that shit deep down, and we got one more pounding to do. Everything we just learned in that match is what we need. Perfect. Whatever we're gonna get shot doing, they just shot us doing that. So now we buckle down, we go back to Virtue behind there, we grab a layout, and everyone puts their 2 cents in. The new guys that were sitting in the pit, Max, fucking Cucuzza if he wants to. Everyone needs to listen to each other, and when you come together, beat the fucking piss out of this team 7-0, and then come back tomorrow and beat the piss out of everyone else.
Now heading into this match between the Trade My Gun Outlaws and Tampa Bay Damage. And it looks like LP Everett's getting shot in his thigh on the way up to that stand-up center bunker. One player coming off. Looks like two, though. Yeah, as a player gets shot in his pack. Yep. Now it's going to be a minor penalty.
If you're Outlaws, you just got to lay it all out here. Yeah, giddy up. You're 0-3. Giddy up. Let's go.
After beating Impact, obviously we're happy, but I wanted to make sure that everybody still understood that we didn't win anything yet. Yes, on paper, anybody probably looking at schedule would probably say that we should beat that Outlaw team, but they're a good team. This is their last World Cup game, so I expect them to be running around like crazy. I was just told the guys, just stay disciplined, keep shooting your lanes, and whatever the plan is, just be confident in the plan.
And there goes another Outlaw off the Dorito side.
2 unanswered for them to give them a 1-point lead. 1-point game here, 11 minutes and 47 seconds to go.
Damage bumped with that 40 Dorito on the Dorito side. That's going to give a good angle on these snake side cans. He's going to start getting real small for these guys over here.
Everybody locked in a gunfight right now. No one looked like they want to make a move, but some penetration on that D side of the field. Player from the Outlaws running to his death. And a major penalty on Holiday.
It was the inside ref, like yelling about your headband. I was like, no.
Here, let me wipe up. It was a little weird how we were getting the penalties. We got 3 of them, and it was always when we were winning a game, and it always pulled out 3 people. But you can't really let the refs dictate the game or the other team. You just have to play through it. Kept our heads in the game. We knew that we could beat them 5-on-5.
Breakout looks like Everett all the way up into the center. They do lose a body. Dan Holiday dying early.
And here comes the move by the Outlaws. David Weinrob goes up and gets LP.
Damage with their 2 bodies, just trying to tighten it up.
Oh, he gets shot. Wow.
And now it's 2-on-2.
We're down on bodies. It's Timmy and myself versus like 4 or 5 of them. Pick someone off, shoot another person. I see the guy running from the Dorito side to the snake corner. Timmy yelled 50 Dorito. I go to bunker the guy. I see his arm sticking out. I come around his bunker. He spins and looks at me. We shoot each other. Ref throws a major. In my opinion, I thought they were getting the major, so I was kind of stoked about it. He looks over and he's like, it's on you. And I was like, okay, I thought it was just going to be a trade out, but hey, it is what it is. I think it was a bad call, but you know, it happens. It's paintball.
That's the worst thing that could have happened to Tampa Bay Damage right now. And Edwards is going to give the ref a piece of his mind, but they're going to have to concede the point.
They're going to start with 3 bodies.
And they're going to start with 3 bodies.
We only have 220.
Yeah. Well, it only takes 8 seconds to run here, 15 seconds to make a move.
So 30 seconds. Okay. If we're 3 up, we're good. If we're down 1, 2 on 5.
Give us 20 seconds. If we don't do anything in 20 seconds, then go for it.
No, they didn't make it out here, snake side. Okay. So it's only 2 bodies left alive here for Damage.
They got a G2 though.
Here comes Jason Edwards just powering up on the snake side.
Just a beast.
Gunning his way up.
Yeah.
Minute 50 seconds to go here. We'll see if Edwards can make something happen over here for Tampa Bay Damage.
He's all by himself.
They're going to need to blow that horn.
You just got shotgun corner.
Yeah, 3 on 5. I think we could probably run Mikey in this thing.
You want to sit then? Because Albie's going to the EX. We need Timmy and Mike.
I don't want to be the guy who acts. I want to help. He's better at that.
Yeah.
I think Mikey's been playing snake, and Mikey's been going snake off the get-go.
Can you make it? Take a break.
Jason wanted to risk 2 bodies. We sent LP up to the X, and he wanted me to go to the snake off the break. I guess just the way I set up, they knew that we were going to come hard, and they chose to shoot for me rather than LP. But me running to the snake, throwing my body away like that, draws all the guns out wide and lets LP sneak up to the middle unseen, and LP was able to shoot 2 or 3 bodies, I think, and break open the point.
Looks like they sent Warren, got shot on the dive.
Major penalty on the Outlaws, though, and that is going to make this one pretty quick if Tampa Bay Damage can seize this advantage.
I went up to the X with Paul, so we're basically like face to face, like, you know, almost talking as if we weren't even playing paintball. And I knew that the guy was going to tell his teammate what I was doing. So I like one-handed the guy under the X right in the face in the back bunker, which opened it up. And it's kind of funny because instead of like yelling like, oh, you know, I shot this guy, I just told LP, I was like, hey, that guy's dead that was shooting at you. You can go now.
You don't want to play the 11 seconds drop. Straight overtime, right?
I'm down to go straight overtime.
The overtime was sick. I mean, we just came back from playing 3-on-5, so we were kind of like, well, now we got 2 extra bodies. It's going to be pretty easy. Off the break, we shot 1. I got dominance on my mirror. I went down the wire, and then we just mopped them up from there.
Nice work as LP Everett gets the shot. One of the Outlaw players trying to make it into the snake, and he's going to jump over that lane and try to position again. And Tampa Bay Damage is going to win this game, it looks like.
Hey, holiday.
Shit, baby.
Good shit, baby.
Hey, let's go. Shake hands.
I think we went in there expecting it to be easier than it was. Just really sloppy, and they won 4 points. Out of the 4 points, we got a penalty on all 3 of those 4 points and had to play a point 3 on 5. So it's just one of those games where you realize penalties will kill you in a paintball tournament.
Fought back 2 hard-fought matches, and that's how champions win games, in those hard-fought battles. It's that overtime point that matters. It's the last point of the game for the win that matters.
Best way to make Sunday.
We can make it easier on ourselves, sure, but when it came down to it, we played Damage Paintball, and that's what we need to do tomorrow.
After securing their final spot on Sunday, Damage set up outside the Virtue booth for a poster signing, and we got a chance to meet up with Jerry Devereaux, who was making his first appearance at a national event since his accident earlier this year.
Hey Jerry, how you doing? Doing good. You know, recovering.
Recover's hard, but you know, I'm still. It's still happening little by little.
Oh, I'm happy for you, man.
I mean, it's so good that I was able to come out here. You know. Hey, it was bad at a point. You know, so being that I'm able to be out here with my boys, that means more than anything.
It's been 8 months and I've gained so much. It's kind of crazy, you know, the doctors put me at a 2 percentile of gaining anything back. They really was positive I wasn't even gonna have fingers, you know. My hands weren't gonna work. They gave me shoulders and biceps. And 7 months, I got my fingers, my core is pretty good. I'm able to move 4 toes, sometimes 6. I could kick up a little bit. And these are things that there was positive that I wasn't gonna get, but God is good. Little by little, I'm improving. I can feel more. They're pretty much just waiting for my hamstrings to come, because once my hamstring comes, then I'll really be able to kick up, and that's when they say I'll be able to walk. But without everybody else, without all the support, and without the will of God, I wouldn't be where I'm at.
No! Rolling through the shit with my wobble. It's crazy how my stocks went up now that I can't walk. That's bullshit. That's some bullshit, right?
What I try to tell a lot of friends and everybody I meet, I tell them at any given moment, you get in, jump in your car, let's say you're driving to the store, going to work, going anywhere, you could blow a tire. It don't matter if it's brand new, old, whatever. I had a brand new tire. You know, you blow a tire, you go in a ditch or you hit a pole, and you can end up like me. You gotta appreciate every moment you have and give it your all, because, you know, they say when life gives you lemon, you make lemonade. Well, life gave me this, and I'm taking it to another level, because not only I want to be back, but I want to help motivate and support anybody else that's like me, or anybody that's down. When you down, you really think like, man, things ain't going right for me. Think about me, you know, imagine what I'm going through. And I've been able to help a lot of people like that, so that's great. At the same time, I feel this is a blessing, you know. God won't put you in a position where he don't think you can handle it. Whatever he does it for a reason, so I'm not complaining. I'm never down, I'm hanging in there. Look, I made it to World Cup, my first big trip. It wasn't easy, but I'm here.
What's up, baby? You know I came to support my nigga. I couldn't stay away.
What's up, big? Glad you're here, dude.
I couldn't stay away, man.
When I come to paintball events nowadays, it's like everybody's my friends, you know, like I love everybody, you know, but I'm all the way damaged, but Dynasty's playing so good. But Damage really has something to prove, and these guys has been on top for a long time. For them to have a season the way they had this season, they need to come out and win cup to show everybody, hey, Damage is back. You know, so as much as I love Dynasty and as much as I love the fact that Oliver came back and he's doing his thing, Damage got more to prove than anybody.
Let's get it up. Sunday paintball.
All right, so look, guys, let's just play smart, smooth, and consistent. It's always the team who wins when they play smart, smooth, and consistent. Work together, play as a team, communicate, put shit together. That's all we have to do. Let's win each point, 1 point at a time, and then we'll win the tournament, and then we can all go home and go to work. Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. We'll have fun, all right?
Stop being confident, not the second.
Stay confident.
Family on 3, family on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Family!
Here we got Damage and Dynasty. First point out. What are we going to see from these two teams? Brandon Short is the first body to drop out of that forward can on the snake side.
Everett's still alive, moving up into the center, but then he just gets shot by Marcelo Margot. So that's going to even it up at 3 bodies. They're the Edwards brothers and Timmy Probst. Last 3 players left alive from Damage.
Oliver Lang feels backwards. Brian Greenspan dies, and immediately Jacob Edwards jumps on top of Marcelo and bunkers Marcelo out. What a perfectly timed move. And then Jacob Edwards comes down and shoots Oliver out of that can.
I think he got a 3-pack because I didn't shoot anybody. All I know is I looked down and he was in their Dorito shooting everybody in the back.
What a well-executed, aggressive move by Jacob Edwards to steal this point away from San Diego Dynasty.
Hey, if we're in that London, or that turret, all they're doing is the bounce shot.
Now on the breakout here, running all the way up the break, Paul Everett, and he makes it in there clean, but they lose their weapon on the D side. Jacob Edwards, he comes off early, so now it's 5-on-5. No, it's actually 5-on-3.
They made some really good adjustments for when I was in the A, like their guy that was the wide snake. So they pretty much never pushed snake, to be honest. Their wide guy would be in that outside can, and he would see if I was under there. They didn't run into my gun like some of the other teams did. So again, we got a couple of penalties, and those pretty much kill us every time. They're hard to battle through.
And you see running referees coming in and pulled a penalty on Damage, and that is going to give Dynasty a point here.
Hey, Jay, which guy was 4? No. Hey, he pulled Jason out of the back center. Hey, it was a yellow flag. Yellow flag. Change your mind now, bro.
They're starting with 4 because of that major. They only had 1 body to pull, break out to all 3 back bunkers.
It was exactly what we thought it would be. A battle of bounce shots. I don't even think I got shot heads up. It was always off of something.
Power play here for San Diego Dynasty. They send Oliver Lang up to the center. 2 bodies coming off quickly here for Damage, though. Here comes now Oliver. Tries to get past the 50-yard line, but he gets destroyed by Everett. So that's going to slow things down for Dynasty, only looking at 2 bodies.
Jacob Edwards gets one in the face. And that's going to do it. Dynasty going to take a 1-point lead here.
You guys are going to double the shot on the 100. You're going to stop an alpha. You know, we did the double alpha shoot in the 100. He's running 100 and straight to 200, battling inside. So if you and Timmy shoot that, you guys got to kill him.
So we're double teaming the 100 again.
Yeah.
Blake Yarber trying to make a move out to that Dorito corner. He gets picked off this time. Tampa Bay Damage with the body advantage early here in this situation.
Dynasty going to try to gunfight their way to even up this body count.
And Yosh Rao trying to get an advantage, looks out into a paintball.
Just 3 players left alive for them, but they do shoot out, looks like Jason Edwards. But another body coming off for Damage as well, evening things up here.
Timmy taking one in the goggles out of the back. And then trying to make a move on the Dorito side. Jacob Edwards gets shot in the goggles.
Nice.
And Dalton Vanderbilt's going to work right now, shoots Everett. Just 1 body left alive for Damage. It's Holiday.
Nice work by Dalton getting a 2-pack over here.
Someone just got to go to that snake turret, because all they did was shoot the snake turret, and I kept trying to keep him in Bravo, and it finally broke on me. We're just not doing it back. We got to do that bounce shot, snake turret into the home.
Actually, you know what? Give me 8. Fuck, you got 9. 9's a bad number. I've been losing with 9.
Yeah. Get it, bro.
See if Damage can try to get this one closer. They do have the time to do it. 8 minutes and 50 seconds to go. Now Kyle Spica, he's the first to take the walk. It's going to put Oliver in kind of a bad spot. If Damage can get out wide here on the snake side.
Here comes Dan Holiday. He's going to jump into snake 1.
I don't think anyone's picked up Holiday yet.
The first couple points, unfortunately, I got shot pretty early on, so I knew how to kind of tighten it up. So that game broke out real conservative. Same exact prop I normally went to, but I just shot longer, and then I just realized all I had to do is head check really low in my head, and then I just dipped real quick to the snake. Like, I didn't necessarily have to immediately get kills. It wasn't getting to the snake and just blasting everybody. It'll turn guns on me, so it free up Jake, it free up Jason, Timmy, whoever. So for a long bit, I just kind of got shot at. I'd head check. I was just making sure where everybody was. Then I was like, I think I'd probably move up 1 more. I really can't see anything on the Dorito side. Slow crawled it to the next one. And then from there, I could actually shoot a couple people.
There's Holiday on your screen, going to wrap around.
There's no one really up far on the D side. Now Jacob Edwards is making his move. Oh, wow. Jason Edwards getting shot out of his bunker, but Oliver gets shot as well, so I don't know if they traded in a gunfight, but then Brandon Short dies as well, so body's starting to drop off real quickly here.
I think Jacob Edwards actually clocked in there and got a couple kills. Holiday gets into the 50 snake all the way to the end. Here comes Timmy. It's just Greenspan and Margot over there on the Dorito side.
And as soon as Holiday figures out that no one's in that spot, he's there. Now he shies over a little bit, realizing no one's there, and he's going to be able to come around now and get a shot on Marcelo Margot. So nice move by Holiday, and then Greenspan tries a desperation run and just runs right into the gun of Timmy Probst. So now only down by 1, and looks like referee going to pull out Dalton Vanderbilt, who gets shot in the back, maybe on one of those bounce shots. And Dynasty really going to have to tighten up as they're starting to lose bodies. You can see that the fire has been lit under Tampa Bay Damage. They don't want to lose in front of this local crowd here.
3-1, and you need a point where we showed a different look. If we had the opportunity that we will get down the snake,
They don't shoot this way, so they had to play a little bit different. I felt like us just staying alive the first 15 seconds or so. Every point, we got a lot better after the third or fourth point.
Holiday just flew in past the 50-yard line. Edwards is up at the 50 in the center, and it is not looking good for Dynasty here in this point.
And Timmy shoots Yosh Rao out of that back center, just Blake Yarber, but Blake trades out with Jason Damage after going down 3-1, put 2 straight points in the board, and we have a tie ball game, Matty.
Wow, what a game here. It looked like for a second Dynasty might start running away with it, but Damage refusing to let that be the end of their World Cup story here.
2:13 on the clock, tie game, kid.
2:13, tie ball game.
So 4 guns off the break, much more conservative breakout for Tampa Bay Damage, but they're not able to kill anybody on Dynasty. Nice job by Marcelo, able to get out wide on the D side, and 2 bodies coming off early for Damage. It's 3 on 5 right now. And now another body coming off. Quick points here, and Damage is going to concede that point.
Point approved. 2 minutes.
Hey, I'll go snake corner.
1:49 left on the clock.
1:49. 1 point game got tied up. Yeah, we need a real game.
Not a lot of time left on the clock. A little under 2 minutes. Minute 49 seconds to go here.
Yellow! Yo, snake corner! Possible snake corner!
See if Damage can fight back.
Oh, Damage losing the body, trying to go to the snake corner on the break. Dynasty losing Marcelo, going out wide.
So it's 4 on 4. Oliver Lang able to make it up a little bit far in that center.
We risked our body to the snake corner, and he got keyed, but I think we got like 1 or 2 off of a bounce shot, and then we knew Oliver was going up to the X, so we turned 2 guns on him.
Oliver Lang gets into that center.
I think Oliver might have caught something in his goggles. And just 60 seconds left to go. I guess they're calling that as rub. Damage. See all that paint on Oliver's face. And then Dalton Vanderbilt making this move down here, and the snake side had just blown to pieces the last players left for Damage, and they're going to have to blow that horn as quick as they can here. There they go. Now going down by 2. It looks like there is going to be, is there a penalty going to be thrown? I don't know. I'm trying to go off the crowd. The crowd's cheering now because they were begging for a penalty. They didn't get it. The ref over there, he's saying, no, I think he's clean.
Looked like it blew up, but maybe not. It's our fault for letting that game come down to that. We should have just played how Damage plays, and we should have kept and held on to the momentum. We just made stupid little mistakes that cost us that.
Shot diving in, that's a major penalty.
Yeah, he called it tough.
All the bodies are dead.
And that should seal the deal for San Diego Dynasty.
We can only learn from it. It was a rebuilding year, and I think we relatively played good. And playing a team like Dynasty, losing by a point or 2 is not a huge deal. I mean, we were always right in every game that we lost, so I think we'll be even better next year.
Year as a whole, to say it's a success I don't think it's right. I mean, we didn't win anything, so that's pretty tough, especially when you're used to at least winning, maybe 1 tournament a year or maybe more for some of the other guys or old Damage guys, but it's a roller coaster. I'm sure it's tested a lot of us. A lot of us are getting older. Tim's got a kid now. I've always had kids. Jason's, he took on a huge responsibility, so he had a bunch of kids. He got all the kids on the team to try to take care of and try to organize. So for us core guys, where we used to be the young guys on Strange or Damage, where we were all kind of the same age, like now we kind of came into our own and we start to realize each other's responsibilities and what we can take on. We all knew it was going to be a rebuilding year. If that, it was almost like us trying to just stay alive. If we could show up at a tournament, all of us together, and have enough guys actually playing a tournament, playing points, then that was a success for us. So now that we're at a level to where we're actually looking at trying to win a World Cup, trying to play semis, or playing Sundays, like we're all used to, that's a big deal for us. So to say that there's progress and that we're moving in the right direction is absolutely right. So basically we just got to tighten some things up, and some things we got to keep going the exact same way it's going, and then we'll see what holds in the future. But I think everybody understands, especially the core guys and a lot of the newer guys understand what it takes to win.
We worked for everything we had, and everything that we won, we put everything out there to make that win actually happen. It really just came down to, this was a new year for Damage, and this was a year that we had to learn to play with new teammates, no coaching, new guns, new everything, and throughout the year we progressively got better, and I think next year will be our year. We'll have everything back the way it was a couple years ago on Damage. We already feel more comfortable with the new guys, we already feel more comfortable with the plays we're doing, the style of play we have, our gear, everything. So I would say next year is definitely going to be our year.
talk to me. Real slow.
I turn into a table and you stand and shoot over top of the tower. That'd really fuck them up.
All right.
You can jump on my shoulders, I'll stand up and you just turret over the top.
Play one, right?
You know how crazy that, they would be like, what
You're
just
just
happened?
shooting down on everybody?
Yeah.
Look at this guy. Brushing his teeth too.
You good to go?
Yeah, you guys just gotta stand next to each other.
Yeah.
All these guys shave after this, too. Don't worry.
You guys don't brush your teeth?
There should be a rule of not being able to wear yoga pants, so. Yeah, because he's just wearing yoga pants and kind of freaking me out. I thought it was his sister's pants.
Okay, Cucuzza, let's get this audio going. It's 911 Trey, so let me just play Snoop Dogg. I'm on the mic back with Dr. Dre. But this time I'm gonna get your ass for the touch to leave motherfuckers in the daze fucked up. Sit back, relax, Snoop Dogg, get smacked. It's Snoop Doggy Dogg. I'm at the top of the stack. I don't blank for a second, and I'm still checking. The dopest motherfucker that you're hearing on the record is me. You see, S-N-O-O-P, the D-O-double-G-Y, the D-O-double-G.
Yeah, one of those games in practice when we were playing Revo. One of the points in practice against Revo, I jumped in the snake and Silas was in the corner. And all right. Yeah, one of those points in practice. I can't do it anymore. I'll just say it straight face.
That's good on you. They're actually dress socks too.
That's
good on you.
Did you play in those?
Yeah.
Oh man. Business casual while on the field.
Say Tampa Bay Damage.
I don't know what that is.
It's a paintball team.
What kind of sauce they have? Some kind of cranberry, some kind of fancy shit name or something?
Tampa Bay Damage.
What's that sauce, Mo? Did you catch that sauce on that fish? She was pretty proud.
No, you can't catch the fish. They were already caught.
No, the fish was caught on a line.
Right.
That you would eat.
Okay, but you don't catch the fish.
There was fish in the pond,
but you can't
we
catch
could look at.
Oh,
And they feed them.
They feed them.
Twice a week, 3 days a week.
I hope
Do you
they
feel
feed
bad?
the
Do you
fish.
feel bad for the fish?
Oh no, they looked happy.
Yeah,
No, they were happy. They were just swimming around like no other worry in the world.
Care in the world.
Even the koi fish looked
Hey,
awful happy.
Hey, Bo, when's food feeding time? Oh, Wednesday at 5.
There you go.
Getting focused.
I threw it in the air.